Tonight, decided I was going to sit down for the night. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I have been standing all fucking day. Let me get my Instagram family in here. Go live. Hello, Instagram. Hello, hello, hello. You're on my Daniel Caffeine 4 channel. Welcome to Manic Money. I just chugged a Diet Coke, so I'm probably going to be burping like crazy. All right, let's get everybody in here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on the call tonight. That's good. At least one person will make money. Also, another person will fucking already piss me the fuck off. Two seconds into the fucking call. Incredible. All right, and there's still somebody making noise. Holy crap. Let's kill iPhone. Let's kill anyone else that wants to make noise. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. We got 7 people in. That means at least 7 people are going to be able to make money tonight. It is actually that easy. All you have to do is go find a gap in the market, fill the gap, and get paid to fill the gap. I've done it many times without AI. Now that we have AI, it's going to be even easier to do. Let me tell you about the 3 different times that I've done it. First time I did it when I was in the Army. I went to a really hard school in the Army called Ranger School. A lot of people want to learn how to graduate from Ranger School, so I made a bunch of YouTube videos on how I went through Ranger School. And then people would email me, and they would pay me, and they would call me on the phone, and I would tell them all the tips and tricks that were already in the YouTube video, by the way, for free. So I gave away free stuff, and then people paid me to give them the same free stuff again. It's crazy. Then a few years went by, and I needed to learn. I was a bodybuilder now, decided to be a bodybuilder at age 30. Not a good idea. If you're at age 30 years old and you're deciding you're just going to be a bodybuilder, not a great idea. But I decided to do it, and I decided that posing was the gap in the market that needed to be filled. How did I know that there was a gap in the market that needed to be filled? I couldn't find a fucking posing coach. I couldn't find one. And the only person that knew anything about bodybuilding posing in my gym was this old guy who, I feel like I'm a relatively smart individual, and I would listen to that guy, and I'd go, there's no fucking way this guy is like the subject matter expert on this thing. None of this thing makes any fucking sense. So, what do? When you have a problem, you can't figure out how to solve it, the resources around you are limited, what do? Well, you go outside of your local community, you find people that are already doing the thing that you want to do at a high level, and you fucking pay them to teach you, which is what you guys are doing right now. You're paying me to teach you. All right, so I learned from these other people that knew how to pose. I paid them. Then I went back to my people that also didn't know how to pose, and I charged them money to teach them the thing that I just paid money to learn. So that was the second time I did that, filled that gap really, really nicely. I believe I kind of started what is virtual posing coaching. Why did I start virtual posing coaching? Because I decided to start posing coaching while I had a newborn on the way and was in a doctoral program. So all I had was FaceTime, Zoom, WhatsApp, whatever. So that was the second time that I found a gap in the market and decided to fill it and made a bunch of money off of it. And now the third time was with Instagram. I had quite a bit of success with Instagram, so I decided, you know what? Why don't I'm not an expert. I can't get people to 1 million followers, but I could get them to my level. And so I applied the same logic that I did in the other 2 businesses, which is go learn some shit about something, just be a little bit smarter than the other people, then just show them how you did it. And the crazy thing is you only need that thing to work once. You only need to do something successfully and then show someone how to do it successfully and it work once to have a full-blown business. Full-blown. One time. It's all it takes to start the flywheel. Because if you get a success story with somebody else other than you, now you have a testimonial. And if you put that testimonial on your social media, or you email it out to people, or whatever, you put it on a fucking billboard, people are going to want to get that same result that that other person got. That's it. They just want to get that same result. And now they know that you're the person that can get them that result. And that just continues on forever. And now we're in this transition period right now where I'm kind of moving away from the Instagram thing. Why? Because there's a bunch of AI Instagram content creators that are going to be kicking our ass here in about 6 months. So if you can't beat them, join them. So that's what we're doing right here on this call. Steve, super excited to have you here. You know more about AI than anyone on this call. But what we do here is very simple. We all brain dump ideas, problems, potential solutions, and then we have Claude recording this whole thing. And then I upload it to Claude every single night, and I have it kind of formulate the ideas, give them a little bit more legs. I have something called an idea board. And essentially, on this ID board, let me share my screen here. Boom. On the idea board, we have all the ideas that have come out of the last 12 calls I think we've had so far. So here you go. We have 8 ideas up here. And essentially anyone can take any of these ideas and run with them. All of these things have legs. All of these have an opportunity to make money at some level. Not all of them are home runs, but they're all a start. And on each of these, all you have to do is come, there's prompts. You just come through here and you start feeding these prompts to your large language model AI source. And is it going to give you the business right there? You're going to start making money tonight? No. But you're going to take a step forward. And then tomorrow you come back on this call, you tell us about the step forward, we break it down, we give it to Claude again, and we go to the next step. Now, what I could do is I could just action all of these ideas by myself and say, fuck all you guys, and go make a bunch of money, which I might do if people keep fucking unmuting themselves. But it actually is in my best interest to not go out and make a bunch of money for myself, crazy as that sounds. It's in my best interest to actually empower you guys to pick one of these ideas up and run with it. Why? Because I'm really good at a couple of different things. One of them is massing large amounts of cash. I don't know how I'm good at that, but I'm good at it. There's fucking money everywhere. Look under a goddamn cup, there's money. There's literally money fucking all over the goddamn place. And you just step over it all day long and go, nah. I'm going to go my old ways. I'm going to go do the things I know how to make money, which is basically beating your head against the wall. So if you guys take that idea and you start running with it, and you come to these calls every single night, and we start building these ideas together, I'll help you. And then if we get something to market, I'll finance it. I will finance it. I will Shark Tank that motherfucker. I will help you sell it. I will partner with you. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at ideas, someone else, and funding the ideas. I need someone else to action the ideas. I don't care if you have a college degree. I don't care if you're 18 years old. I don't care if you're a fucking drug addict. I don't care. If you can get the fucking job done and it works, I'll finance it. I'll help you sell it. We'll use my name, image, and likeness to get this thing out of there, to get this thing out there on the market. But it's got to be fucking good, and it will be fucking good because my signature is going to be on it. And you're going to be coming to these calls every night. So that's the intro, Steve. Welcome. How's everybody feeling? It is what? Thursday? Thursday. Has anyone been crashing out? It's prime crash out season. Anyone feeling depressed? Yeah.
Oh, I crashed out today a little bit.
You had a little crash out? What's up?
No, I wasn't feeling it today, and I remember what you said, not to make any like rash decisions, but just a little family troubles, and everything's fine now. And then I just went upstairs, did a bunch of DMs, and I'm implementing some of the stuff from that peptide thing into what I'm doing. I didn't implement all of it, but I'm starting to implement some of the ideas into what I am already doing.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. You got to take care of yourself, guys. You will never make any money if you're crashing the fuck out, right? You'll just lose it all. You might make it real fat and then you lose it all, right? It's got to be built on the right foundation. You got to be doing well for yourself before you serve other people. Before you're trying to, start any sort of business, you got to make sure your shit is squared away. And if you're crashing out, don't make any decisions, just like Patrick did. Don't make any decisions. Get as far away from people as possible, and don't make any decisions. That's coming from a guy who's been divorced twice during the crash out, has been kicked out of graduate school, lost the GI Bill, $100,000 down the fucking drain. Crash out season, making emotional decisions. All right. Now we got it all covered. Who took a step forward today? Who's picking up an idea and running with it? Okay, nothing hurt. Oh,
I got you.
let's go.
Yeah. So, talking about crash outs, right? I mean, I've been letting the corporate job slip the last couple of weeks because I've been kind of focusing on this kind of stuff. Budgets came around, and I'm $300,000 over my budget for Q1, so I got a pretty hard smack in the face today. So I had to pivot a little bit, and I didn't put any effort into the AI stuff we're working on, but instead, I've actually started. I'm using the business optimization thing to try to streamline my job a little bit more, just so that hopefully I can spend more time doing this kind of stuff. So I've started feeding it all of our SOPs, all of my budget, my finance tables, all my pivot tables, all my escalations, and my profit, my pain points. And the outputs so far have been, I mean, they're pretty remarkable, to be perfectly honest with the team here. So, I mean, I think the whole thing that I'm saying here is that, we could use this AI platform, obviously to build these businesses, but, we can also use it to optimize what we're already doing. And, with the goal of that is to optimize what I'm doing so that I can build the business, that I can get back to the clients, because I'm behind schedule on literally everything. So I'm trying not to crash out, but being over budget by $352,000 fucking sucks. And that's pretty painful. And I've got to figure out how to dig myself out of that hole, hopefully using AI. But I'll just leave with that I'll just leave with that with the team.
You took a bath, dog.
Yeah.
Took a money bath, $300,000 bath. I've been there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get
well, it's not my money, thankfully. It's Pfizer's money, but still.
Yeah, Pfizer. They might have some extra cash stashed somewhere.
They don't act like it, but it is what it is. We're figuring out, but Claude's giving me a path forward so I can have some more time to do the shit I really want to do. I really just want to quit my job right now, but that's probably the crash out coming, to be honest with you.
You want to know the easiest
I was
way
talking.
You want to know the easiest way to quit your job?
Send the email that I already have drafted.
Well, yeah. Or build a tool that replaces your job.
I'd like to do that. Yeah. I was talking to Patrick today, and he let me know he quit his job like 7 months ago, and I didn't respond to him. I was like, damn, I really wish I was in your shoes right now. It's kind of, I don't know, got a lot of risk on this side of the house, but yeah, I mean, things are going good. I got to get back to some clients. But we're still making good progress.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for that update. That brings up some good talking points there. All right. I'm going to give you guys the life audit. If you haven't done the life audit, it is, to use one of Austin's words, remarkable. It is really fucking cool. It'll mess you up. It will absolutely mess you up. But where is it? Where is the life audit? Here it is. Let me give it to you guys. Life audit, copy. It's also in the school community. But what this does exactly what Austin talks about. Is it allows you to use AI not to go out and help somebody else, but to help yourself, to optimize your own life. Imagine if you had 3 to 4 hours blocked every day with no fucking distractions to lock yourself in a room and build something. You did that when you were a kid. Every one of us locked ourselves in a room and played video games for 6 hours, or built Legos for 6 hours, or like uninterrupted uninterrupted hours of GTA and Madden and fucking NCAA football and basketball, every fucking sports game. I built dynasties on those fucking N64 fucking cartridges. Like I had Heisman Trophy. Who here won a Heisman Trophy on NCAA? I have won many Heisman trophies. I've won many of Super Bowls because I locked the fuck in. And I put the game on all Madden. And I was like, let's go. That's doable. Every single one of you has locked in on a fucking text conversation with a chick and nailed it. Nailed it. Right? You just lock the fuck in. And how do you lock the fuck in? It's not just words. It's not just saying, I'm going to lock in. It's literally setting up your environment so that you cannot fail. So that you have no option but to lock the fuck in. Let me give you a really cool example of that. I hope we get to some AI stuff, but this is good shit. Everyone know Jerry Seinfeld? He's a very famous comedian. He has a residency here in Las Vegas. He had a television show that ran for 20 years and probably one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, up there with The Office, Friends, fucking, what's the other one that I don't like? Big Bang Theory. Big time sitcom. In fact, even when I was married, one of our dogs was named after one of the Seinfeld characters. So Jerry has this. I'm sure he still does it. He has this procedure that he does every single morning, a routine, a habit. And this doesn't have to be morning, okay? I don't know why people do so much shit in the morning. I fucking hate doing shit in the morning. But you don't have to do this in the morning. You can do it any time during your day. But what he would do is he would have to sit at a chair, at a table, with a yellow legal pad, right? Like a, pad of paper, and a pen. And he didn't have to write anything down, but he couldn't do anything else. He couldn't do anything else. No fucking washing the dishes, no getting ready. No, he had to sit there at the table with the pad and the pen. Again, didn't have to write anything, but he couldn't do anything else. And you know what happens after you sit there for 15 minutes fighting yourself, not wanting to do the thing that you plan to do? You end up writing some of the best jokes ever heard, ever. Some of the best jokes ever. Some of the best fucking TV episodes ever. And what you can see here is all of his yellow pieces of paper that he lined in a street in New York City, and it just literally goes forever. This guy has more money than all of us. This guy has more fame than all of us. He has more followers than all of us. He has more leverage. This guy can do more with his fucking pinky than any of us can do with a team of 15 people. And it's because he set himself up to literally not fail every single day. That was it. Guys, it literally, I've started to realize this for myself, and this might sound a bit cocky, but it doesn't fucking matter what I do. I'm going to be good at it. I am absolutely going to make it. That's it. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm just going to do it as hard as I fucking can. All right? So, but you can't, that's all talk if your fucking schedule is not set up. Right? And I am a bit hypocritical, a lot hypocritical, because there's times in my life where I do not do the things I know I'm supposed to do. But since I've done that life audit 2 weeks ago, if you saw my Google Calendar, I could show you right now. You guys would be like, holy shit. But you know what? This is right. I'll show it to you right now. This is the most organized I have ever been in my entire life. I have gone to bed early every single night since starting to do this. And that was one of my major pain points, was I was staying up way too fucking late. And first thing in the morning, I'd wake up and feel like I got hit by a goddamn train. This is my day. This is my day. But I have these protected times where I fucking grind. Dude, I take a nap every day. I have been unconscious naps. Like the last, like probably these 3 days right here, I woke up and was like, where the fuck am I? At 2 p.m. And then I went to the gym. It was great. Fantastic. But this is how you get to work. This is how you build shit out. This is how like you get to the next level is not by doing some next other training, not some mentorship. Like this is the mentorship. It's acting like a fucking adult. It's being a fucking soldier. Sticking to timelines. Not letting yourself not do the thing. And you get this from the life audit, which is really fucking cool. It'll literally do this for you. And the way it does it, it's so cool. It's like it asks you like it builds it from the inside out. So it says, what's the most important thing for you every single week? I had two. Leg day and a FaceTime call with my daughter every night at Friday, 7 p.m. And it literally just asked me questions about those things until it got all the way out. And I'd be like, no, I got to train on this day. And it'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Or no, I got to do this. And okay, yeah, totally makes sense. What about this? And it gets it in there. And now, Steve, I'm going to call on you for a second because Steve is, he's 10 times ahead of us. Are you still using OpenClaw? I'm sure you are. Yeah. So I'm so glad he's here. Steve, I got on a call with him a couple weeks ago when I was up in Washington. And this guy has a whole staff. Would you mind sharing a little bit about that? What you got going on?
Yeah, Daniel's being kind. I'm not a technical person by any means, but I'm just genuinely curious
That should
and
make
I've
you
been
feel good.
infatuated. Right, guys, like anyone can do this if they just put their mind to it. I'm not a technical person. I do software sales for a living, and I do, content creation as well. But so yeah, essentially, I built on OpenClaw one agent, and that's what took the most work. It took me 10, 20 hours. There's an awesome video I can share. I'll let Daniel a little bit. Alex Hormozy talks about it. But if anyone can be ahead of the curve if they just invest, 20 hours into getting on AI and investing it, right? But to make the long story short, what Daniel's asking me to share with you is, yeah, I built that first agent, but then I kept finding like there's more tasks that I can allocate in my personal life, in my business, in my other, I mean, I have a few different businesses that I do as a side hustle that can help me and automate, right? So essentially, I've gotten to the point now where I have 24 operating AI agents across a bunch of different models, Grok, um, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, just because we call them LLMs, has their own different core competency, right? I have one that day trades. Not that it's perfect yet, but it's still a lot of this is experimentation. So I'm saying I'm doing this. It doesn't mean I'm an expert and have been successful yet. But the thing is, you keep at it, right? And even if you're just in the trend, if you guys just get started, even if it's one or two, like you're in the 1%. So like, anyway, that's just where I'm at. I'm just infatuated with it because I think we're on the cusp of something very serious, and a lot of people are missing the curve. So the fact that you guys are on this call trying to learn about AI is putting you well ahead.
Of those 24 agents, how many of them call in sick?
None.
Oh, great. How many of them have personal
They do
problems?
they do run into roadblocks. We're like, hey, I need help. So you have to train it, but no one's actually going to get like the flu and call in sick.
Can you list a few of the staff officer like responsibilities that you have?
Yeah, so I have a chief of staff, and he's kind of just my go-to guy. He's oversees everyone across all 24 of them. And then I have a lawyer that helps me with all my legal documents. Again, these guys aren't perfect, but I actually learned this from Daniel, and I use it all the time. I was like, ask them to respond 1 out of 10, and it gets a better answer, right? Um, but anyway, a lawyer, I have a CFO, I have an accountant. I haven't implemented those yet all the way, but I have a trainer that helps me with peptides and making sure my dosages is right. I have a developer because I want to launch a Shopify site. I have a content creator who manages my blog for me, and social media are run by my content buyer. I'm like, hey, I want you to look at these different content creators, see what they're doing, and then let's make spin up a reel to mimic and match it, right? What else do I got? And then I have a whole security team that does audits my systems, so you don't want to get hacked. I named them the Autobots. One of them's named Optimus Prime. I'm really nerdy and get into pop culture when I name them, right? I have a sales team, because I do software sales that, is for prospecting and deals and all that stuff. I'm trying to think anything else I got going here. Developers, accounting. lawyer, chief of staff, yeah, and then a day trading bot, right? So that's not perfect yet. It was up 1,000 the other day. Now I'm down 150. So it's still we're still tweaking with it, but it's been fun, right? And then essentially just it's like a real business as you grow it. You have your chief of staff or your CEO who runs it, or you're the CEO, and then it funnels down to you give different leaders to different teams, right? So that's essentially how I've structured it. I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's worked for me.
Question for you: um, has has it made you any money?
Uh, so day trading bot, yes, like a little bit for sure. But I would say it's lowered my total cost of ownership. So I'm looking to get a patent. If I wanted to get a patent attorney, that's $3,500 to 750 $7,500, right? I literally had my illegal agent go and help me file it for 250 bucks, just the fee, right? So I'm it's again, I'm in the infancy, but day trading, I'm planning on launching a Shopify site to launch different apparel and AI guides and things like that. So I'm on the cusp of it for sure, but it's definitely saved me a ton of money and bandwidth. And so that, and there's real, as the old saying goes, time is money, right?
You're getting more efficient.
Yeah,
You're losing.
exactly.
You're and a common theme on here is, guys running. Connor had a huge leak in his house. The whole insurance system, the whole claims, clunky, right? People go to, we have a guy that, his dad's getting cancer treatment, navigating. It's clunky, and it slows you down. And so Steve has been able to speed his life up because he has things that go and literally get his time back. That's
Yeah.
value, and that's the most important resource is time. Now I put the video in there, the Alex Finn Open Claw Masterclass. um One, this is something I want to do, guys. I really do. I have my focus on other things. But again, anyone can pick this up and run with it. Emily has actually set it up. Here's another thing too: is if you guys, like, I'm thinking about Tyson right now. He's sitting there, his eyes are fucking just going crazy because he has another kid on the way now. But I could see you, Tyson, being able to set up a system just like Steve right here to save people time, and then you go and help somebody else set that up for their life. Would anybody pay for that for someone to come and set up their life with a fucking full staff? I would, right?
This has been validated for sure. I posted this on LinkedIn, and people out of the blue said, "Hey, I would pay for this. Will you teach me?" Right. So, I mean, that's anyway. I don't want to cut you off, Daniel, but it just bring more validation to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll pay right now. Like right now, like let's get on a call tonight. I'm willing to pursue this. So, like,
He's
let's go,
got money
dude.
in his hand.
So here it
Yeah,
is.
dude.
So this is the pitch right here. This is the pitch. Yeah, no problem. We can definitely get on a call and we can set this up for you. Or if you want, the real experience, why don't you fly to where are you at, Utah? Why don't you fly to Utah, put you up, in a nice hotel for 3 days. We'll come in, and if it was me, we'd go do some training. We'll do some work on the computer. We'll go have a nice dinner out on Vegas, and we'll just do it for like 20 grand. Set up your whole life. Get out here, have a good Vegas experience. That's worth 20 grand, right? You have a whole fucking staff, 24 people. That's what I.
Steve, where are you at in the valley of Utah?
I live about 20 minutes north of Salt Lake City.
So,
Yeah.
and that's only got to work once. You guys ever heard of the yacht method? There's this a really famous story. It's like a old wives' tale, but a businessman who didn't make very much money rented a yacht to do a business deal on. Okay, and the yacht cost him way more than the business deal did. So he actually lost money on the business deal because of how much the yacht costs. And and like he goes into town and people are like, that was like the stupidest thing ever. But then a couple months goes by and he has another business deal, and he does that business deal on the yacht as well. And that one he, like, quadruples, 10x's his money. And the whole moral of the story is like the yacht isn't for the first business deal. The yacht is for the second business deal. Yeah, and the third business deal. So like all that, it only has to work once, and you don't even have to make money on it. Is kind of the moral of the story, for then to actually compound and become something. It's a knowledge transfer business. Again, you don't even need to have AI. You just need to be able to get people to where you are, get people to your level. And here's what you do. Like if you're ever like nervous about like selling something that you're not like, like a 100% expert on, because that's what a lot of people will be afraid of is, I don't think I know enough to like teach somebody. This is how you diffuse it. You just go, I'm not an expert. Like Steve said, what did he say? First fucking 10 words out of his mouth. He said it like 3 times. I'm not a tech person. I'm not a tech person. So that immediately puts him into the same mindset as all of us on this call. Like, oh God, thank God. Thank God it's not some fucking nerd that's going to tell us this really hard thing that we're not going to be able to do. He still is a nerd. But he made it easy for us to be like, wow, this is possible. Right? And that is why Austin wants to buy it right now. Right? Is because he got to our level. He communicated it in a way that even if it's not perfect, it's still valuable. That's how you do it, right there. And you can do that with anything. Cool stuff. Steve, thanks very much. I'll ask you some questions here. Anything in your day-to-day business or in your local community, like just seeing things that you can like possibly fix with automations. That's what I'm kind of looking for all the time now. I'm just like, now that I know this much about AI, where can I fill a gap? Have you seen anything?
I mean, sorry, I'm in Huntington Beach currently at my parents' house, but on vacation. But I mean, it's just the general things you have to do as an adult, right? Like, I have to go to the doctor to ask questions and things like that. Like, all these white collar jobs are in jeopardy of getting lost. I talked about the legal work. Not everyone needs a lawyer every day, but doctors, you can ask it to make you a list. It can send reminders of like, hey, I'm going to the grocery store. This is the list I need. I want to make this recipe. Check it out. So it's anything you want in your day. You just got to think of how to prompt it, right? From personal to business to help automate. Um, I have it. My health agent text message me every morning what the amount of peptides and you know uh, supplements I need to take each morning because it changes from day to day. Like automatically messages me at the same time. Boom, workout. Boom. Um,
It would
so yeah,
be
I mean it's pretty crazy.
it would be great to link you up, Steve, with Stevie. I don't think she's on right now. She's a physician assistant, but she does these blood panels that like it's kind of like the ancestry thing, but it's not ancestry. It's like based off of like if you should be a fucking sprinter or a power lifter, or if you have you're more likely to get this cancer or that cancer. It would be great to get that just loaded up into your, and maybe you already have something like that, but loaded up into your trainer, and then based off of that data, he can make decisions.
Yeah, and that'd be great. Like honestly, again, they're learning. You're teaching them, and so anything they can do to make them better, like they should. You should all be teaching them if you've built any already. To like, hey, you guys should be focusing on self improvement each day. Literally, a lot of what I just do, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong. It's just what I do. I literally will scan. I have them scan X already, or just the internet on like related topics to pull in. But what I personally do is I'll see something on X I like, and I'll put it to my chief of staff, and I'll be like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Should we apply it to our method? And I'll be honest. I'm like, yes, no, you should, or no, you're already doing this. And like that's just I'm literally just pulling random shit from the internet and just asking it, right? And then it gets to a point like, hey, I see you're kind of in a bottleneck. Should we add another agent to help? Like literally, just think of them as your co-equal. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, like yeah, any deep dumping stuff, yes.
Fantastic. All right, good stuff. Does anyone have any updates? We're kind of this call's
I
kind
got
of
something.
all over the place. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so actually, it's a new idea and not something that I went searching for. It fell into my lap. So my best friend and my coworker, who is one of my reps in the Bay Area, I live in Sacramento. He's in San Francisco area. He has a buddy that he used to work for, who's 38 and is a business mogul. Owns a shaved ice spot in our hometown in Modesto, and that place has done really well over the last 15 years or so since it's been open. He also owns a bunch of distilleries, and he's also super into peptides, and has hooked us up in certain ways there as well. So there's a lot of different avenues this guy plays in, but he's a G. And with the distilleries, he started selling his own alcohol to China. And last month, so he has two different types. He has Bitcoin bourbon and DeFi vodka. And he last month did 2.8 million, 2.4 million in sales in China. And his net profit was like 1.7. And he told my buddy yesterday, hey, if I haven't touched the US yet, and if you and Connor want to go and try and take off with this in the US and see what happens, it's all game. I don't know what that looks like for us yet, but my point is, like, I want to tell you the number because it's very important to understand. So monthly revenue for March was 2.995 million. All in costs 1.12 million. So he made 1.8. And that's looking at an annual net profit of 22 million. And he hasn't even sold it to the United States yet.
Is this like a pump and dump, or is the thing he's going to be in forever?
Well, he owns distilleries, so I'd imagine he's in for a while. So
sounds like
there's a way I can utilize Claude to create like a system where I can hit all these different bars and places like that and learn how to sell alcohol, which can't be that fucking hard.
Just got to sell it to a bunch of drunk people.
Right. I mean, I already am in sales. So on my trips for work, which are already expensed by my company, all the miles, the hotels, everything like that, I can just stop at bars and try and sell this. And I'd imagine if they buy it once and they like it, they'll just keep buying it. So that's just a commission sale.
Steve, could I ask
Product.
you how you would employ one of your staff bots to work on that for you? Like, what would you do with that? You have this idea, your friend made a bunch of money, you want to investigate.
Jeez. It's a good question. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was actually asking a prompt to my chief of staff. But so the question is like, would I investigate in by investing in a business? Sorry, or
How would you use one of your 24 bots to help you process through a potential plan of taking a model that's working in China and bringing it to the U.S., having I guess secondhand knowledge through a friend of basically exactly what to do?
yeah. So this is again not knowing anything about the business, but I built this team of trusted experts, and that's their pure role. And if they try to do anything outside of that, then they say like this isn't mine. I have put them all into a boardroom on Discord and said, "Hey, this is the business idea. Can we replicate it?" And they will literally, again, they're all bit different LLMs, and they're all different, and they will essentially all respond and debate with one another on like how to set it up and build it. So that's how I would go about it. Again, I'm sure there's lots of ways you can go about validating it, but that's my first plan of action, and let them debate and come to a resolution, and then you can tweak it from there, right?
That's so fucking cool, man.
Okay.
I mean, you
Well,
got your
it sounds like I'm
CFO,
gonna
you got
talk
your
to you,
lawyer,
Steve,
you
a
got
little bit.
yeah. So
I've
that's the
seen.
way I think about it.
I actually watched like a 4-hour video on setting up OpenClaw the other day.
It's intimidating.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously the investment up front is the hardest part. And then I think once you have it running, it's just about feeding it what it needs, right? Giving it fuel to survive.
Yep.
But the idea of an autonomous agent and multiple of them that can't go to HR and complain about you harassing them for telling them to get more work done. That sounds incredible.
About the actual idea, though, I think it has legs. I would give as much information as you can into your Claude and have it shoot holes in your plan, have it run simulations, have it look for. So here's the one thing that I have learned with like researching businesses and like how to potentially create them is go look for another product that has the same sort of model, right? So like the other day I was looking at there's this new toy out, sold out. I think I told you guys about this before, but there's this new toy this summer. It's gonna take over America apparently. It's called Nido. It's like this like neon fucking weird gel slinky bullshit. Whatever. Kids are gonna love it. And so it's already all sold out, but the knockoffs are showing up. The knockoffs are all over the place. Okay, and people are coming out. All these knockoffs are coming out with all these like different sensory toys, and it's going to be the new fidget spinner. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be the fidget spinner, then there's going to be all the off-brand fidget spinners. And so the Claude told me, because I'm heavily invested in the company that owns Nido, and shares are only $15 right now, Gladstone. And so the Claude told me to look into a like a subscription based business where like a new box of sensory whatever the fucks are sent to the person's house each month. And it said to actually not target the target audience for the Nido, but instead, because there's going to be people already doing that. There's going to be kid fucking collection subscriptions all over the place because people already know what to do. So it said, do the thing that's hot, right? Do the thing that is popular, but aim it toward a group of people that the actual thing isn't being aimed at. And so its advice was to aim it toward the ADHD population. It said it literally said like everyone's self-diagnosed with ADHD in 2026. You ask every single person, hey, do you have a mental disorder? They'll go, well, I probably have like ADHD or OCD. You're like, they don't fucking know what they're talking about, right? But it doesn't matter. They don't have to know what they're talking about. All they know is they think they have ADHD. And if you can get a box of things to them to fiddle around with and post on Instagram and do trendy shit with, you're going to make some money. Steve's over there fucking taking my idea right now. Do it. Run with it. I want to see it work. If that works, I will be so happy because my stock options are going to do very well. So yeah, I don't know how I got on that rant, but what else do we need to talk about? I'm feeling good. I had a 30 milligram edible. Kelvin, you're about to unmute. Dude, I saw a dancing gorilla. I thought of you last night. I literally thought of you last night. I was on Fremont Street. I know you're about to talk, sorry. But I literally thought of you last night. Dude, you would fucking crush. You would crush.
Like permanently on Fremont Street.
Oh, motherfucker. You just sign up. It's free. It's literally free. And he like does handstands and they're all over the place. These massive gorillas. It's so hilarious, and they're just break dancers. They do what you do. But anyway, from a content perspective, they were stuffing cash in the fucking box, and I just think would be more fun than being a security guard. Just saying. And they're like you're on duty right now. They even had like a fucking, last time I was there, they had a Blink-182 cover band. It was so sick. So yeah, thought about you last night, Toji experience. But what's up? That is a pretty slick jacket there.
I'm working right now. It's kind of loud here. Yeah, I got a lot of people here right now, but
we can't hear anything.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Like there's no background. Okay. Yeah, it's probably hard. It's probably hard for you to understand yourself, but we can hear you loud and clear.
Nothing too crazy. I just been trying to stabilize my life as much. Just going back and forth with my friend who's the rapper, and he did say like we can work a deal out. So I'm just waiting on that. Probably would be like doing clipping for him probably been like 30 pieces of content a month, and working my way from there. And I'm just studying AI as much as I can from these calls and on YouTube. So
All right, link in with Hunter because Hunter will help you skip steps. He will help you avoid mistakes.
oh, he and I chatted. So
Yeah, good.
already, yeah.
Good. All right, good. Tyson. Yeah, you.
My bad. I'm doing dishes. My hands are wet.
Update me.
So I did have an idea for like an AI thing.
You can keep doing your dishes.
No, you're good. I just finished.
Oh, perfect.
So I just started thinking about it like literally during this call, but like an issue we have in our warehouse, because I work in a warehouse, is we suck at figuring out layouts. Like where we need to put like certain shit. So I was thinking of something where like you can make it to where like you like put like make a layout of the warehouse and then like use AI to like figure out the best place to like put shit. I don't know, just a thought.
Like Tetris?
Kinda,
you
yeah.
basically have the AI optimize the space that you have with all of the different. I've worked a warehouse job before. I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
something similar to that, yeah.
Sims.
It's like
Yeah,
most
like
of those
simming
dudes
it.
waste time fucking driving around on the lift.
It's got to
Yeah.
be. It's got to be in warehouse term. It's got to be in. A warehouse guy's got to be able to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Sims, gamify it. Okay, what does that cost you?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, are people standing around trying to make fucking decisions and not knowing what to do?
Yeah, like
All
yeah,
right,
basically.
that's man hours. So your company is shelling out cash for people to stand around not know what the fuck's going on. They don't like doing that, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's their pain point right there is man hours. So let's work it backwards. So how many man hours do you think is lost per month, or maybe even per week, whatever's easier for you to calculate, on this problem?
Let's see.
Hunter's over there fucking sighting in his rifle. Please don't go on a shooting spree or something. Thank you. He was last seen on Daniel Coffeen's YouTube page.
I would probably say like 20 to 25 hours a week.
Holy shit!
Because like I
20
probably,
hours a
like,
week just fucking staring at the wall?
Yeah, like, and that's like if I put like some time into it, and then this guy put some time into it, and then yeah, I would probably say like roughly, because I'll be honest, the people in my warehouse are dumb as fuck.
Perfect.
So
All right. Well, okay, so how much money you make an hour?
$20 an hour.
All right, so that's what, $400? No, am I fucking that up? $400 a week the company's losing, $1,600 a month. That's whatever 12 times 16 is a year. That's at least double digits of thousands of dollars. No, triple digits. Right?
Yeah, for
Somebody do the math on that. Let's get to the. Claude's gonna listen to this and be like, "These humans are fucking retarded." So $1,600 a month times 12. Okay, yeah, $20,000. Your company loses $20,000 a year on this layout problem. So if you can think of a way to fix that problem and sell it to them for 10 grand, they would be fucking tickled to just buy that thing from you. So,
yeah.
So what do we got? Okay, so the first thing is we need to get a little bit clearer on that pain point, right? So tomorrow when you're at work, maybe you already know this, but go up to the manager and just be like, how much time do you think we waste on this whole layout thing? Right? And here's what you're trying to get to. I learned this in the Army. if you want to get promoted faster, which you can't really get promoted faster, but you can get like preferred treatment, is solve your boss's problem. Like go up. Right? So if you have a fucking warehouse manager and then there's the I don't know, the foreman above that, go solve the foreman's problem. There's no way I got that right. Right? There's no way I got that right.
No, not at all.
Okay, good. So you got to
Supervisor, but yeah, close enough.
You got to go solve that guy's problem, and the way you figure out what that guy's problem is usually whatever he's always fucking working on. Because let me tell you something, as a guy who owns a business, I don't get any of the easy problems for some reason. So weird. I get all the problems no one else wants to deal with. It happens every fucking time. You can't make it up. So whatever he is working on is probably the thing that the rest of the team is fucking up. So let's get deeper on that guy's pain point, and maybe it is the man hours. You already identified that it could be the layout. So get in your Claude tonight, go through the day one assignment, get as detailed as you possibly can, and then have it go through all 5 prompts, and then that last one is give me the quickest way to make $100 off of this. And that one's really important because it scales down the problem into a micro problem that's way easier to solve. If you say, find me a way to make $100,000 off of this idea, dude, that dog ain't gonna hunt. That's what they say where I'm from. So you try to get it scaled down, concentrated into a little micro problem, and then we solve it. So that's gonna go on the idea board. Take that and run with it. Claude is going to give you some prompts. I'm not sure what number it's going to be, but Claude's going to give you some prompts, and you're going to follow him, and then go get info.
Yeah, Tyson, look around at work tomorrow. There could even be more problems than that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely will take more.
Just remembering the warehouse I worked at, like, there was probably at least 3 problems that, like, managers were just fucking with all the time because, like, no one figured it out.
And for sure.
And there's nothing easier than solving a problem inside a place where you work, finding a problem. Everyone's complaining about it. It's the thing everyone's bitching about.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, it's way easier to solve a problem for someone else's business than to go and start your own. Trust me. So you're in a great spot, dude, with a bunch of people that are super dumb. That's great. That's playing the game on fucking easy, dog. If you worked in fucking if you were in fucking Silicon Valley working at fucking Google, I'd be like, good fucking luck, dude. Good luck. they're zipped up. They know what they're doing over there. But you working in a warehouse where, people are just trying to get a paycheck and get the heck out. Easy pickings. Okay, what else do we need to talk about? Who else wants to throw an idea out there and we bat it around? Nothing heard. Okay, we can close it here and come back tomorrow, same time, same place. Claude will update everything. There'll be a post tonight. The posts are fucking long, but you're all tagged in there, so just go to the place, go to your little thing that's tagged, and go read it. And then go action it because it gives you action steps. Give them action steps. Cool. OpenClaw. If anyone gets OpenClaw set up and wants to come do a demo live, that would.
What's
be
the
so
cheapest
sick.
it would cost to set that up? The OpenClaw. Don't you need like a Mac Mini, or is there a cheaper way to do it?
Great question, Steve. I know you can set it up locally, but
I can't speak to any. I know that you can set up something called a VPS. If you have essentially what you can do, again, put it back on Claude and say, hey, this is what I have. Can I build on it? And give me your response 1 out of 10. If you have anything, if not, then I would recommend a Mac Mini. Fun little loophole for you. If you go to apple.com and you just go to the education section and just go to college, it's an honor code system. So if you wanted to get a Mac Mini, you can get $100 off just by going through the education section.
Honor code.
Yeah. So, and up to you guys how you want to do take that information. Just it's $100 off. But I also know they sell refurbished. I don't think they have any refurbished because it's kind of the hot thing. But that's what I'd recommend if you want to save some money.
I used to be a Boy Scout. It's all good.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are wondering like what they're talking about, a Mac Mini or a VPS or running it locally, essentially, OpenClaw is a very security free zone. It's quite a liberal environment, and so you got to, if you're not careful, people can hack into your email and log into your bank account and do all kinds of crazy shit. So you want to have it on a external device that's not connected to any of those things. It has its own email. Basically, it is a robot, and it's your little robot, and you got to treat it like one. Cool. All right. Same time tomorrow. See y'all. Thanks for coming, Steve.
Pleasure was mine. Thanks for having me.
See you guys.
Appreciate.
All right.